All right, Carl, you've made it to the bonus round of Which Person Can Sing. How are you feeling?
I mean, I'm not sure what's happening. This game isn't very difficult.
Well, you make it look easy.
That's because it is.
All right, the final round will be a Lady Gaga hit, Edge of Glory. Please tell me, which one is the singer? The audience was supposed to say that with me, but whatever, it's okay. Here's clip number one.
I'm on the edge of glory, and I'm hanging on a moment of truth. Out on the edge of glory, and I'm hanging on a moment with you.
That one. It's that one.
Hold on. You got to hear the second clip before you can decide.
It's gonna be that one.
We'll see.
No, it is.
Don't jump to conclusions.
I am though.
On the edge of glory, and I'm hanging on a moment with you. Out on the edge of glory, and glory's hanging over with me.
Is that you?
Depends. Did you like it?
No.
Then it's not me. Which one is the singer?
This is stupid.
All right, you know what? The game's over. Nobody's a winner.
Oh, come on. It was clearly number one.
No, it's too late. What's going on, Empire? This is Stupid Talking Stupid on TV and Production Empire. I'm Patrick.
And I'm Bear, and we read the stupid so you don't have to.
Special thanks to Emily Ramirez for singing. Just go. Basically, I called her the other day and I go, I need you to sing something for me. And she's like, okay, what? And I go, I don't care.
So did she pick it and then you did your version of it?
Yeah.
You're like, all right, what do I have to guys sing? And she sends it to you.
I got
she
did a good amount of the song. Like she did a good amount of it. And I just took the chorus, but I felt bad because I was like, she did a good amount of the song and it sounded really good. And then I'm just like, hey,
she spent 3 days recording it.
Well, she's like, I don't really know how to do this. I'm like, listen, no matter what you do, it's going to be way better than what I'm going to do. So don't even worry about it.
Oh, wow. Really set the bar high for it. It's like, listen, you don't have to try that hard. I mean, I'm doing the other one.
Even her, like, I mean, she did awesome in that thing, but even her half try was going to end up being like better than what I was going to do.
No, Patrick, you did good.
At one point in time, I was like, I should get the lyrics so that I know them. And then I was like, it's probably just best if I don't know them.
Probably better if you just wing it off of what you heard her say.
Pretty much.
I guess there's an edge. And
so I've been enduring stupid all day to an extent.
Oh yeah?
Yeah, I woke up and did some stuff, and then Preston texted me because Preston and Marissa will be here this weekend. Thank you for that. And so they text about whatever. And then all of a sudden Preston calls me. And he's like, congratulations. And I'm like, what did I do? You know, like, I don't know.
Before you even explain it, man, congratulations. I'm really proud of you for that thing that happened to you.
And he goes, on your commercial booking. And I go, I booked a commercial? And he's like, what? Yeah, you booked a commercial. And I go, I don't know. I don't know that. So I'm going to share this with you right now. So my agency, what they do is when you, there you go. I think you have to let me do it.
No, you can just do it.
No, it's just taking a minute. It's not responding. It's fine.
Oh, well,
at any rate.
Good thing we didn't practice this beforehand.
Right? I thought I was just going to do it. We do it all the time. But anyway, so basically what it is, it's like a slideshow.
Okay.
And the slideshow, oh wow, this is really screwing up on me. Anyway, the slideshow will just have like a bunch of my headshots and everything like that. And it's like, okay, cool. And it says, you booked a commercial. Apparently, it was something that they booked a long time ago. It was like something that we booked a long time ago, and they just never put something up. Like I booked something, like I did a thing for the show Songland, like back at the beginning of the pandemic, and they just never put it up. And she's like, "Oh, I'm sorry, we put up the wrong thing. I'll fix it." I'm like, "No, don't fix it. Like, don't put anything up. Like, I didn't book anything. Like,
Yeah.
don't put anything up."
Yeah, here's
Like, here I
Patrick's
am thinking
audition.
to myself, I got a commercial, and I'm like, "Hey, dude."
I'm going to be in a commercial. Look at me.
Yeah.
And Patrick. We're watching your... and Patrick's gone. So now we do have just me and Patrick. So Patrick, I'm going to go ahead and make myself the star of this because, honestly, you just booked a commercial. I booked the entire show. So Patrick, what can you tell me about this commercial that you have booked? Well, I got to say, it's just me standing around being a dumb idiot. It's really playing into my strong suit. Oh, he's back.
That was something.
Oh.
It just shut down on me.
Oh, hey.
What was I saying?
You were just talking about your achievements and booking commercials.
No, I know, but like, what was this guy saying?
Yeah, that's what you. This was you. This is you saying
okay.
I totally booked a commercial because I'm so successful.
Yeah,
nothing else.
At any rate, yeah. So, but they were like, yeah, let's do a thing. Let's put it up, and no, don't put anything up. Like, I haven't booked anything new. Like, and what's hilarious because I got a commercial audition today, and I was just like, did I just book it outright? Do I not even have to audition? Like, what is this? And then it turns out no.
Oh. So just a great story of you not getting a job.
Oh, I had the job, but 8 months ago. That's like you.
That's kind of like everyone. I had a job.
Did you ever get like first place in anything?
Yeah, all the time.
No, like for real. Like,
oh no, I did.
Like what?
Wrestling.
Okay,
tournament.
So what was your wrestling tournament like? How old were you?
Senior in high school.
Okay, I'm gonna make a slideshow. I'm gonna put it up about your great wrestling win, and I'm gonna put it up today. And you're gonna be like, and everyone's gonna be like, "Oh, good, congratulations!" And you're gonna be like, "Yeah, that was years ago." And it's like, "Oh, okay, well, let me fix it and let them know that." And you're like, "No, I've made my peace. I've made my peace with this part of my life. I don't need it."
Wow.
I mean, I appreciate it. Don't get me wrong. I appreciate the support, but I'm just like, I need this.
Thanks.
I definitely didn't need to. I went to my haircut. I was talking to Katie who cuts my hair, and she's just like, "Oh my god!" She gave like a, and I go, "No. I don't know what this is from. I don't know what this is for."
How's it that
I appreciate the clap.
How's it that everyone knows about this but you?
Right? Because it was shared to Facebook. But no. Like I told her what it was happening.
Oh, okay.
But I go, I guess I booked a commercial or something, and she's like, "Ah," and I'm like, "No, not yet." She's like, "All this pessimism, I don't like it." She's like, "You're supposed to be an optimistic person. Like, what's going on?" She's like, "You don't like your headshot, like the picture of you, because you don't like photos of you. You don't like this. You're worried about this." And I'm like, "Yeah, it's called the world."
What are you talking about? You look great. Look how
Thank you.
Skinny. You got this weird thing going with your foot down here. I think you got that hook foot going.
Foot. Yeah, the nub foot.
I got my hook foot right here.
I got my hook foot.
Medically cleared of hook foot.
Yay! See, that's something going.
It's that easy.
Let's do a slideshow in 8 months.
I'm going to wait. We're going to see you guys next August.
Celebrate
anti-hook foot for Patrick.
No hook foot August.
Although by then he might lose an arm or it will be ridiculously sized. We don't know. We don't know.
We don't know what's going to happen. 2020. Am I right?
Never save the picture. Got to do it new every single time.
Ugh.
Speaking of 2020, we're talking about the biggest hard-hitting story going on right now to date.
Hook
of
foot.
course, talking about voter fraud and nipple clamps,
which is the name of our biography when we read it
mm-hmm.
as a group.
As a group.
The stupid talking stupid story. Voter fraud and nipple clamps
It all started.
while suffering with hook foot.
Oh, I was gonna say it started once we cured the hook foot.
Oh, okay.
No, you know what? If you're changing the story anyway, this is why nipple clamps keep coming up.
This is what nipple clamps are all over the news.
So there's a huge voter fraud controversy going on. Of course, I know you're familiar with it. About the 1,500 fraudulent votes in the Bird of the Year competition in New Zealand.
Oh my God.
I know.
Bird of the Year.
The votes briefly pushed the Kiwi Puku Puku to the top of the leaderboard.
The what?
Puku Puku.
The Kiwi Puku Puku.
Puku Puku. The votes were cast in the early hours last Monday morning, and the fraud was discovered that afternoon. Bird of the Year spokeswoman Laura.
It took us 3 days to find out who the president was going to be, but they're like, "No, we figured out the Puku Puku. There's a problem.
I think there's a few.
Something's rotten.
I think there's a few less votes in this election.
You don't know. You don't know. The Puku Puku is very popular.
Well, apparently it has to get some fraudulent votes in order to shoot up to the top. So how popular is it? It can't be number one without lying and stealing the election.
Truth.
The Bird of the Year spokesperson Laura Keown said, "It's lucky we spotted this little Kiwi trying to sneak in an extra 1,500 votes under the cover of darkness. All of our birds deserve a fighting chance." You know, it's not the first time this competition has been hit by a voting scandal. I mean, I tell you what, voting fraud happens year after year.
After year, after bird, after bird.
In 2018, one person alone voted for the shag more than 3,000 times.
It was me.
I fucking knew it.
I
knew it. I asked you if you wanted to go to the bar that night, and you're like, I'm busy.
I'm busy. I'm voting for the shag.
And I was like, okay, you could just say you don't want to go out tonight.
Nope.
But then here you are admitting to something that you did in 2018.
I had bird business. I had birdness.
We staged an intervention for you to get over this bird business.
It didn't work.
You said you were going to try.
It's the next step. You admit you have a problem?
Yes.
And then you rig a bird election.
2017, fake email accounts were created to bolster support for the white-faced heron. And in 2015, 2 teenage girls tried to rig the results in favor of the Kokako. But this year is not just about the voting fraud. No. We have a surprise endorsement for a specific bird.
Is it Eagle Man?
No.
Oh. Can't it be Eagle Man?
I've got votes for you.
I've got votes for you, Puka Puka.
Oh, Puka Puka.
Wow, look at those worries.
There's
a lot of people who don't know what that is. That's for Google Eagle Man, or go on YouTube and search Eagle Man commercials.
Eagle Man commercials.
You'll be happy. You'll be happy that you did.
And then you'll also be sad that now that's in your brain forever. That haunting bird image.
My favorite is like he's an eagle man, but he lays a giant egg
of savings.
That's a crime against nature.
Is it though? Are you saying that capitalism in the form of bird eggs is wrong?
I'm saying Eagle Man.
Yeah.
Giving birth to a small bit of savings is a crime against nature.
Wow. I bet if it was Eagle Woman, you'd be like, this is fine.
It would be realistic.
How dare you?
I'm just saying.
How dare you?
I didn't make up the rules.
You're so full of hate.
You need to talk to Jesus, okay?
Oh, okay.
Let him know that you don't like his father's work. It's just in. Bear doesn't like Jesus.
No. Not a fan.
Not a fan.
Adult Toy Megastore has thrown its full support behind the hee-hee, a polyamorous, sexually fluid bird with big testicles.
Cool.
They say it's the only bird in the world to mate face-to-face. So, what's up, bird?
Hey, tweet. Look at me. Look me right in the eyes.
Tweet,
Of
tweet.
course, the eyes are on the side so that you should be like,
Yeah. Hey, my eyes
my eyes
are over here.
My eyes are over here and over here.
Look, see where I'm pointing? That's where they are.
Visual gags, 16 minutes in.
16 minutes in, visual gag. Male hee have testicles 4 times larger than they should.
You gotta get that checked out when that happens.
Making them by size the largest testicles on a bird in the world, which is pretty, I guess, good for you, I guess. We've got some wholesome pictures that they're using to endorse the birds. We got a nice little whip and some nipple clamps on a bird. I
don't even
can
see
honestly
his
say,
balls.
before today, I've never seen nipple clamps on a bird, and now today, mind blown.
You haven't lived until you see nipple clamps on a hee.
And then he wants to whip you with that in your hoo-hoo.
And there's a poor parrot with a butt plug. Rah! Polly doesn't consent.
Speaking of consent, oh no, we got
No. What?
the comments are just showing up as blanks.
Oh,
So I don't know what that is. Must be miscommunication between Facebook and StreamYard. Well, hey, you know what? Have you heard of you remember when we briefly touched on sologamy back in the day? Like probably, I think we first started talking about it last season, maybe the season before.
maybe.
The practice of marrying oneself.
Yeah.
Yeah, now we got a new contender for the lonely crown. Dr. Diogo Rebelo, a 33-year-old from Brazil.
Okay.
After he decided to exchange vows with himself in front of some guests, including all the rituals that you would have in a wedding, after his fiancee broke off their engagement in July after a series of fights. This guy spent over $64,000 to marry himself in front of family and friends. Like, I guess if you're going to be just embarrassed by having the wedding blow up in your face, just might as well be like, fuck it. We've already got the caterers. I want them many quiches.
I'm going to stand up and I'm going to marry me.
The last thing my fiance told me was to go fuck myself. And I said I can't do that until I'm married. So here I am, taking care of it.
So he's also a virgin?
No, that's...
Okay. I was going to say.
I was making funnies.
Oh, I thought that was a quote. I was like,
no,
I'm shocked because that's awesome.
No, that's why. If it was an awesome story, I wouldn't be talking about it.
You have to do all the things like when you decide that you're going to marry yourself. Do you have to do all the things like, hey, Dad?
Yes, son.
Boy, this is difficult for me. I've been nervous about asking this all day.
Oh, it's okay, son. You can talk to me about anything.
Kid, I have your I've been me for about 41 years now, right?
Oh, absolutely, yes.
I care about me and I love me, and I've always just been crazy about myself. I was wondering,
it's what your mother and I have instilled upon you, is to really love yourself.
But I was wondering, may I ask for your blessing in asking myself to marry me?
I'm sorry.
I know this is vague. I know that the person I'm going to marry is your child, and I get that, and you're very protective of them. But I would like your permission to marry myself.
What are your intentions with my son?
Well, I love me very much. I think I'm great, and I just know that I want to spend the rest of my life with myself.
Okay, well, you know that my son doesn't have a job. How are you going to support my son?
Well, we're both unemployed, and I think we're going to find a job together.
Okay, so now when you get married, are you going to take my son out of my house? Because my son doesn't have a job.
I think we're still going to live with you.
No, okay. I said...
I don't know why you're making this difficult.
I
We
told
love
you I
each
do
other.
not want to have anyone married in my house that is not me and your mother. Once you get
I
married, you are out of the house.
am marrying myself, and there's nothing you could do about it. It was just a formality. I'm gonna marry myself, and we're gonna be happy.
I will not give you away to yourself.
You will do it. You're gonna do it. And I want you to come. I want you to walk me down the aisle, and then I want you to shake my hand, and then I want you to lift the veil. I'll be wearing both. I'll be wearing a half tuxedo, half wedding dress.
Like top and bottom or side to side?
Like side to side, like Dennis Rodman.
Okay.
Actually, I don't think he did that. I think he just wore the whole dress.
Yeah, I think you wore the whole dress.
Yeah. Okay, well, I'm going to do one bigger than Dennis Rodman.
Oh, so now you're comparing yourself to Dennis Rodman
No,
again.
I'm better than him.
You've had these delusions of grandeur ever
Look,
since you saw
I
him
don't
on
even need your
TV.
permission. I don't need your permission. Mom's already said yes. I believe what she said. Yeah, fine. I don't understand what you're saying. And then kicked me out of the house. I don't know.
Put on a wig. No, I didn't.
Well, we know where he gets it from.
I learned it from watching YouTube.
Watching you. I just want my dad, mom to be there.
Well, I mean, at least you had the spine to stand up for yourself.
Right.
Speaking of spines,
Okay.
you've ever heard of the
I'm like, yeah, okay.
the designer Arnold Putra?
No.
Okay, well, he created a bag back. Originally, it was created in 2016.
Okay.
It's a one of
About
one
4
art
years to
piece.
really catch on, or
Well, that's the thing. He created in 2016, and it's been kind of hanging out in the background. And it wasn't until March of this year that someone like really noticed it and decided to put it on their Twitter, and it just kind of exploded with everyone kind of freaking out about it.
like the Popeye chicken sandwich.
Yes, but this is a little weirder. It's a
There's nothing
$5,000
about the
bag.
Popeye chicken sandwich. How dare you?
Hey,
Have you had
man.
one?
No.
So
I made
good.
my own version, and it was way better than that.
You don't know that because you didn't compare.
Yes, I
it.
do know that because
Boom.
I
You
used
don't know.
fresh ingredients, and I made it with Lerv.
With Lerv.
Lerv. Here's the bag.
Oh wow.
Don't need a
That's
visual
something.
bit for this. It is this is a alligator, the bag part of it, and the handle is a real human spine. Just
Cool.
someone's actual spine is used as a purse.
Where do you get that from? Like, did you order it out?
Well,
Or you-
that's the controversy behind it. There's one of the people that they reached out to them. They reached out to him on WhatsApp, and they said that he got it in his travels and dealings with and trading with indigenous tribes in various areas. So it's not quite sure where he got the spine.
I don't know whose spine it is, but it's a beautiful purse, and people seem to like it. You can hang your keys off of the vertebrae.
Ugh. Ugh. I'm gonna read you the this beautiful description they wrote for the old spine bag.
Spine bag.
The Arnold Putra alligator tongue and human spine bag has been ethically sourced.
You need like the De Beers theme song behind. Keep going.
Has been ethically sourced and crafted in a multiple panel construction with an emphasis on protruding scar stitching lacing the outer construction of the bag. Each wearer is encouraged to sculpt a form of his or her own sentiment. The unique silhouette is complemented by the human spine handle and raw edge finishes. Technical in design and construction, this one-off bag is an ideal statement piece.
Spine bag.
Yeah, it's made of alligator tongue and human spine. It's like peanut butter and jelly all over again.
Right? Who put those together? Hey.
Patrick is sick in the
Like
mind.
a cold?
No, she just thinks you're stupid, and I understand it.
Okay.
Uh,
Thank God the comments are working again. Love you, Baron's mom.
Yeah, I mean, the reply, they said he exchanges luxury items with ancient tribes for items that are considered precious to them.
Sorry.
But then Putra gave a statement saying that he got it medically sourced from Canada with papers. Because I guess that's something you can actually buy
Canadian.
bones.
You could buy a spine.
You could buy bones from licensed companies that receive human specimens donated to medicine and occasionally sell them as surplus. So if you're looking for what to get me for Christmas,
You want a spine?
no, I want you to go away from these things entirely.
Oh.
Just stop. Just don't even the legality of buying and selling human remains or human bones varies worldwide. The trade is legal in numerous U.S. states.
Oh, wow.
I didn't want to look that up because I don't want that in my search history.
So you don't know what states they are?
Where can I sell bones?
You don't know what states?
No, I
That
didn't
would
want
have
to
been a good game.
I know, but I feel like that's a really bad thing to have in your search history.
You go like invisible mode or something to be like.
Oh, the incognito mode?
Yeah.
That keeps everything away. No.
I would have liked to have known. I bet one's Texas. Texas and Florida.
Well, let's tell you what. Let's see. What states can you buy human bones?
DVM Production Empire does not support this in any way, shape, or form. Do not.
There's a website called boneroom.com.
Don't be careful what you click. Careful what you click.
Oh man. Oh, this is just creepy. I don't want to deal with this. Let's see. Oh, you can. Oh wow, it's pretty much most states.
Really?
Let's see if you can guess. I'll give you a couple of guesses to see the few states that did not have anything for sale.
That the ones that don't allow it?
Yeah.
Illinois.
Nope. Illinois allows it. Yeah.
Utah. Really, Mormons selling bones.
Yeah, sometimes you gotta sell them Mormon bones.
Washington State. Oregon. Oh my God.
That's what I'm saying. Like you're gonna get frightened by how many states.
California. Oh my God. Maine?
That was like the
Jesus.
most. So it's like North Dakota, Nebraska, New Mexico, Louisiana, Arkansas, Alabama, West Virginia, Vermont, Connecticut,
Colorado, take me home, buy some bones. I'm mine.
Here's a skull and a femur
in the bone room.
Head, shoulders, knees and toes.
musical episode so far.
So I know we talked previously about people naming their children after the pandemic, including names as pandemic and corona and all this kind of stuff. Well, we found someone.
This is my son, H1N1.
This is my daughter, the common cold. She's worse.
This is my favorite daughter, Michelle, and this is the one that I dislike. Swine flu. Say swan flu? That's exactly right. Swine flu.
There's a woman named Corona Newton. She's a mother of 5, so she's had this name her whole life. She's not one of these new fandangled new namers. No. She's 49 years old. She's a civil servant. She said, people used to call me Guinness and Budweiser. You know, that I could always laugh off. But this is more frustrating, especially when it gets aggressive. She's now being openly harassed, having random people calling her, screaming at her. Like one person called her and screamed at the phone, "What does it feel like to fuck the world over?" She's like, I just went to
I
the
don't
grocery
know. I
store.
didn't. I'm just, living my life.
According to the Office for National Statistics, fewer than 3 girls were named Corona in 2019, and
She's
has
calling
not.
herself Ronnie. Just be
Huh?
like, I'm going by Ronnie these days.
You can call me Cora.
Yeah, Cora.
Corona has not been named or has not been recorded in the top 100 girls' names at any time from 1904 to 2019. Will that change this year? We don't know.
However, Spanish flu is right up there with like
Mhm.
Stephanie.
And you know how hard it is to find a keychain when you go out to places personalized that just say Stephanie? It's always
It's like,
Spanish flu and
why is all these
Corona.
Spanish flu? Was it? We're out of Bort license plates. Did you call
Uh,
me? No, my son's name is also Bort. Best episode. Best episode.
the name comes from the Latin word for crown and also means the aura around the stars or the moon.
Yeah.
It also means a really shitty beer. But here's okay.
And a mild virus that's killed over almost 1 million people.
She said that her parents couldn't decide between 2 names, so they ended up choosing Corona. What were the 2 names that they couldn't choose between?
Is it like a combination of the two?
Nope. And they're real.
Jennifer, Alice,
No.
Lisa.
No. It's Sarah and Catherine. Like, well, we can't choose between these 2, so let's just fuck her over.
Yeah, right.
I can't choose between calling my son Timothy or Eric, so we're gonna call him Bulldozer.
Pogo Stick. Good old Pogo Stick Smith.
And this is not the only naming shenanigans we have to deal with now, because the whites are at it again.
Oh, the whites.
There's a couple that got married who they met at age 12.
Mm-hmm.
They started dating, and they didn't realize that their surnames came together a certain way until much later when they went to prom and their friends used a hashtag of their names together. It's her name is Tilly Christmas and his name is Kieran White. They are now going by the name Mr. and Mrs. White Christmas. Could you imagine if Kieran instead had settled down with his previous girlfriend, Rebecca Power?
That would have been terrible.
I know, but at least you could have been like, "Oh, we're definitely not going to their house for Christmas." Why would you want to? Why would you want to go by the name?
I was gonna date Lisa Privilege, but she said no.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Having the last name White - Christmas. That's just. Oh, I bet they get real insufferable as soon like November 1st. They're like, okay, 2 months about us.
It's our year.
Everyone's been dreaming of us.
Oh my god! Just like the ones they totally still know, because we're here.
We're still here.
We're still here. It's us season.
Somebody doesn't know like the whites.
They're like, what? The white season? Like, what do you do?
Oh, because of snow. And the rapper
hard
comes
because my husband has to go away after Labor Day.
Get out.
How long does that clip go on? Jesus.
Way too long.
Apparently.
That's how funny you are, Patrick.
Thank you.
I saw that clip the other day and I was like, oh, I finally got a good clip for Patrick. It definitely won't get used too much.
Probably.
A visual bit at 35, almost 36 minutes. You like the scent of a book, Patrick? You just smell it like
Like the smell of a book?
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know.
Well, the Powell's City of Books, a popular Oregon-based bookstore, has released a unisex fragrance named Powell's by Powell's. They have the scent of like the of actual books in a little bottle, little 1 ounce bottle that you're like, hey, I'm sad I don't get to go to bookstores anymore. I wish I could
Is
just
it like specific books? You'd be like, ooh, what are you wearing? Love in the time of cholera.
I'm wearing encyclopedia myself. I find it's the most
which volume?
The H's.
Oh, that's a good one. That's a good
Mhm.
one. That's a good one. Yeah, that's nice. I was wearing Gulliver's Travels,
Okay.
but it just like the bottle either comes way too big or way too small. Like there's no middle ground. It's just like, whatever.
Yeah, they get the sample size or the Costco size. I get it. So
And then also Lady Chatterley's Lovers. You don't want to smell that one.
oh, why not?
It smells like sex.
So this
I like regret in this room. That's me.
I'm the Twilight series.
I'm the Twilight series.
It
The
has
Hunger Games prequel.
hints of violet,
Mhm.
wood,
Ah,
and biblicore.
dust. Biblicore?
You are not far off. Biblicore. That is the word to describe the fragrance of just books. Like when you smell a book, you're like, what does this smell like? Biblicore.
It sounds like a corporation that makes Bibles.
Mm-hmm.
It's like, listen.
Are you tired of having your Bibles made by hand?
I sure am.
Would you like a mass-produced item that's unique in no possible way?
Sure, I sure would.
Shop at Biblicore. Fuck yourself. Would you? Hey, you get that? You get that off the screen.
Your mom asked me.
Ugh. No more candy corn. Fuck off of the candy corn. Although I found a picture of something I didn't want to send it to you. I didn't even want to bring it up, but I did find Christmas colored cotton candy candy corn. And I was like, oh my God.
I'm gonna find it.
I'm so upset this is a thing. Let's see if
we got to find Valentine's Day ones. Then we got to find Flag Day ones.
You want Flag Day candy?
Uh-huh.
What kind of Flag Day candy? What kind of person wants Flag Day candy?
This guy.
Some dumbass.
This guy.
No, you can't be all proud about wanting Flag Day candy.
I totally want it.
I'm here. No, I'm here talking shit about you.
It would be great if you went like there was like a costume party. You can go as your favorite. What would you go as your favorite flag? Yum! Look at that.
Gross.
Yum.
Gross.
What would be your favorite flag? Like, what flag would you go as?
Let's see. Like, are we talking like a flag just draped
The
over
answer
us?
is America. Oh, you're the worst.
No.
First
no.
Jesus, now America. Bear, you're gonna get us canceled.
Mm-mm.
Now is not the time to be hating Jesus in America. I'm just saying.
I was gonna go with the Chicago flag. That's made to be decorative of the sports teams. You know, the important ones. We got the Bears, the Bulls, the Blackhawks, and the Cubs. All four major sports teams in Chicago.
I don't think that's what the stars represent.
No, but that's why I want that version of the flag.
What do the stars represent?
Ooh, you don't know?
No, I think it's something like, was it something from like the World's Fair or something like that?
It's important events in Chicago's history.
There's like the fire, the World's Fair.
Mm-hmm. When the Cubs won the World Series in 2016. they retroactively
And A Taste of Chicago, 1987.
So you buy this perfume for $24.99.
Mm.
It creates an atmosphere ripe with mood and possibility, invoking a labyrinth of books, secret libraries, ancient scrolls, and cognac swilled by philosopher kings.
Possibility of being a nerd.
There's already got some comments on it on the website. People are complaining. I placed my order October 12th, early enough for Christmas presents, as it's meant to be. Now it says it's not going to come out till January. What the hell?
Oh, what a missed opportunity.
I know, right? We got another one. This person. The home and garden store was ruined by potpourri neurotoxins. Now I expect this asthma and migraine triggering synthetic stench will be scent brand piped into all the stores. It's respiratorily irresponsible to the general public, especially during this pandemic, and downright criminal toward people with respiratory and neurological illness. You don't have to be this desperate, pals. Just be a great bookstore again. Yeah.
That person have a name? Or do they just not?
Oh, their name is Can't Breathe from Asthma.
They're the worst.
Thanks for sharing.
Thanks for sharing.
Speaking of sharing,
Worst.
you ever heard about this border wall? Gotta get this.
Yes.
Gotta get this border wall up. Am I right?
Sure.
Italian artist Cosimo Cavallaro, a Los Angeles-based artist with decades of experience sculpting with food, including cheese, ham, chocolate, and ketchup, made headlines last year when he began constructing an art installation 10 yards away from where the border wall was being extended along the U.S.-Mexico border in San Diego. He rented a large property just so he could build an art installation of giant blocks of cheese.
Yeah.
Here,
Of course it melted because it's so hot.
that's just not true.
No?
He had planned to build a 1,000-foot wall out of 50-pound blocks of Mexican hard cheese cotija, which he made and salted himself.
Oh. And he made an insulted? You're
No,
such terrible cheese. God.
He puts it up. You stupid cheese. You just stay on this wall. You're not even
I'm
good
gonna put you
anymore.
on his corn. Yeah, because you're not good. Stay there and you be art. Stupid cookie.
By August of last year, the cheese border wall contained 400 blocks of cheese, measured 6 feet tall, 3 feet wide, and almost 70 feet long. And the older blocks that he started with had already hardened and churned brown, just as copper sculptures oxidize.
Wow, shit.
He filed a 12-page lawsuit because federal contractors trespassed on the private property and destroyed his cheese wall. We will not stand for someone coming in here fucking up cheese walls.
Are you sure it wasn't mice?
I'm very sure.
Are you positive?
I am very positive.
It might have been your girlfriend. She apparently just admitted to wanting to eat said wall.
Well, you know
was
what?
Was she there? Where was she that day?
I don't have to stand for these questions.
I'm just wondering.
wondering.
She might have just incriminated herself right now.
Great job. Way to just admit to something. The metal slats used for the border wall, they left it on top of the cheese wall and kind of broke it. Because the metal slats, the big heavy things, just resting on cheese. Turns out if you rest big chunks of metal on little blocks of cheese, they fuck up.
Well, it's good to know what our tax dollars are going to.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
We paid to essentially have them destroy that art installation.
Yep. The lawsuit claims the construction companies violated the Visual Artists' Rights Act in destroying his art installation and causing him economic harm due to lost wages. He planned to create bronze cast sculptures of the cheese blocks to sell them to collectors and museums. Patrick, how much would you pay for a bronzed cheese block? Mind you, it's already over 50 pounds as a cheese block, but now you're covering it in bronze.
Well, it's no longer going to be good to eat with like crackers, right?
You saying bronze it can't be spread on crackers?
No, it can't.
Oh, just because it's the third place medal, you think it
Just
can't
saying.
be used as a
I
spreadable
would
on a
say
charcuterie plate?
$1,000 if I was buying it.
Damn, that's a lot. That's a lot of money. Now I'm kind of thinking that I want to make blocks of cheese and bronze them and then sell them to you and say, this is
Oh, I
representative.
thought you were asking me like what it was actually for sale.
No, he didn't get
Oh,
to
that you
do it.
don't know? Oh,
It
he didn't
got
get to do it?
destroyed. It got
All right,
destroyed.
$10. $10.
No, you son of a bitch. That's not. No, it's worth more. You already said $1,000. I'm holding you to
Yeah,
the verbal
$10.
contract. Everybody
No,
heard it.
sorry, $10.
It's set. It's set for
I thought it
$1,000.
was a thing.
Thank you.
$10.
Everything has been closed. He says he's unable to get back his $2,000 security deposit to rent the 14-acre property because the landlord complained about the buried cheese bricks that have been left behind because some of the cheese got buried underground by the construction company too. They smashed it and buried it. That's
terrible.
I just hate it when food
Goes
goes away. Like
I mean,
food-
there's like charcuterie boards that are going empty.
food has the power to heal.
I know.
All right, like in Taiwan,
Mm-hmm.
you heard about the 18-year-old man who got in a car accident when he was riding a scooter, and he was in a coma for 62 days.
Oh my God.
He had multiple surgeries, 6 operations, and then the only thing they tried getting him out of his coma, and he wouldn't. It wasn't until on the 62nd day of his coma, his older brother suddenly joked to him, "Brother, I'm going to eat your favorite chicken fillet." And his pulse began to accelerate, and he miraculously regained consciousness, and his vital signs began to stabilize. It took his brother threatening to eat his chicken fillet to wake him up out of his coma.
How long? Where was this chicken frozen? That's
I don't know. I don't know the. I don't believe that they are specifically saying one certain dish of chicken fillet. I think it might have been like I'm going to take your stuff, kind of thing, because it's his favorite dish. If I were to say, Patrick, I'm going to take your favorite dish, so it would be like, if I would take your unseasoned noodles, because you don't like seasonings.
That is untrue.
You don't like hot sauce. You don't
like Jesus, so that's where we're at.
Oh, I'm sorry. Does Jesus get thrown on a steak before you cook it? No.
No, but we thank him.
Do we?
We do.
Do we? I don't thank him.
Right.
You know who you should thank? Anne Hathaway.
Oh yeah.
Why are we thinking Anne Hathaway, you ask? I know.
I am.
Because she's apologizing for her portrayal in The Witches.
Well,
they made a remake of it. Did you watch it?
Not yet.
So apparently with this remake, they made her, instead of having 5 fingers with claws, they gave her 3 fingers and not like long and prosper, just like she had Anyway, it looked like some people who are born with limb deformities have started crying out that they're like, hey, you're just making everyone think that people with deformed hands are witches now. Yeah, that's a real.
Did she apologize?
Oh my God, there is like multiple paragraphs, and she posted a video and just all this other. I've recently learned that many people with limb differences, especially children, are in pain because of my portrayal of the Grand High Witch in The Witches. Let me begin by saying I do my best to be sensitive to the feelings and experiences of others, not out of some sort of scrambling PC fear. Okay. But because not hurting others seems like a basic level of decency we should all be striving for. If a artistic, imaginative interpretation of pretend characters makes you say, hey, this hurts my feelings because of how I am. What?
My favorite like that was when the Aladdin live action film came out.
Okay.
And they were upset that the actress playing Jasmine was not, she was Indian and she wasn't Middle Eastern.
Mm,
And they
real
said,
important stuff.
and this was one of my favorite comments that I read when someone's like, it should be somebody from the Middle East because Aladdin is in the Middle East. And then someone said, actually, Aladdin is in Agrabah and that doesn't exist. So
Did that person immediately follow up with saying, this person should be casted because they're not cast right, but Will Smith is definitely a blue genie?
no, nobody had a problem with that.
I mean, everyone had a problem with it at first. When the first picture showed up, literally everyone had a problem with it. Like, no, this is awful.
And then they fixed it, right?
Did they?
I don't know. I never saw it.
Me neither.
I mean, they fixed Sonic.
I mean, they did. We rewatched it the other day. Still a fun movie.
Still fun. I haven't seen it. I haven't.
It's
but
fun.
I haven't seen it.
You bought it and you never watched it?
Yes.
Ugh.
It was purchased legally.
Patrick, I'm starting to think you didn't purchase it legally.
Just like when I finally go to watch The Witches, it will be because I have purchased HBO Max in a legal form. Speaking
of witches, thankfully, USA Today has gone through so much effort to clear Lady Gaga of being a witch.
Oh, thank God. I was worried about her.
Claims that Lady Gaga is a witch stem from misrepresentations of a 2013 art event and her relationship with a performance artist. Not like dating, but just like by knowing them. Whose false accusations of witchcraft tie back to the Pizzagate controversy. But thankfully, USA Today took the time to make sure that Lady Gaga wasn't actually a witch. So we're safe, everyone. Lady Gaga's not a witch.
The whole, like, I haven't heard much about, like, in the past, obviously the stories have all been about the election and this, that, the other thing. But I haven't heard much of this bullshit from, like, QAnon. And, like, Pizzagate was, like, the earliest QAnon thing.
Yeah.
But now they're like, and by the way, Lady Gaga's a witch. Like, it just, the shit that these people believe drives me nuts. And we have multiple senators who were elected who subscribe to, like, we thought the Tea Partiers were bad, but these people are like, you know what? Although there is something to be said for, because did you see the Comedy Store thing on HBO?
No, the documentary.
The documentary.
No, I have not seen that yet. At one point in
time, Bobby Lee is talking about how he walked into a room. He goes, and I saw like a bunch of like honest to God celebrities doing essentially a seance, like wearing black cloaks. And he's like, I'm not going to tell you who it is. And they're like, fuck you, tell us who it is. And he goes, okay, two of the people were Bob Zamuda and Lily Tomlin. And they were doing essentially a seance trying to get in touch with Andy Kaufman. And I want to be like, see, that shit doesn't help. That does not help.
Speaking of wasting your time, you ever heard of this? This their Pokemon?
Yeah.
Well, one of the variations, Pokemon Ruby. There is a someone that finished the game after spending quite a bit of time playing it. And it made the news because it's they couldn't believe this player beat the game.
Like Pokemon Go?
No, Pokemon Ruby.
I don't know what that is.
It's so, you know how whenever they release Pokemon, there's two different versions of it. There's like the red and blue.
Okay.
And then they got other ones, and then they got other ones, and then other one. I don't know what version number we're on.
Exposure to Pokemon was when we played Pokemon Go for that short time.
Yeah, that was a fun month.
Yeah,
maybe.
Yeah.
And we didn't even do it right. We drove slowly around in your car,
yeah.
So we wouldn't have to be out in the rain or just in the nice weather.
Yeah, no. And we had a great access to Sad Street. Remember Sad Street? So
Where
many
the-
memorials to dead people.
all the check-ins in this one street were like commemorative benches for people that have died.
So we just called it Sad Street.
Anyway, Mutakimara
Mm-hmm.
played the game. I'm sorry, I don't think I'm explaining this correctly. Mutakimara is a fish
Okay, cool.
who played Pokemon Go by swimming in a tank that has a grid displayed in the back of the aquarium. The squares of the grid here, let me show you.
Please,
How?
hell you're talking about?
So you see over here, we have a grid, and the fish swims along the grid. And depending on where the fish is, it uses an a tracking software to see where he's going. And based on what square he is on, that's what the movements are in the game. So right now he's just hovering over the A button, so it's not doing anything. But as he swims over the arrows, the player will actually move. We can get he's still just move. This fish sunk 3,000 hours
There we go.
into it. It took over 3,000 hours, and yeah, they'll just swim around until he gets to a buttoning, and it's just there he is until he moves. He actually goes through all the battles and everything. Sometimes they take quite a bit of time. Oh, here we go. Maybe we get some of him moving around. There we go. Now we get a visual bit. 57 minutes in, you see a fish playing Pokemon by just swimming around, going over some arrows and stuff. So in this game, one of the first things the player has to do is set a clock in their house, and this took the fish 35 minutes to complete. I can't imagine watching a fish try to set a clock for 35 minutes. But oh my god, a lot of people were watching this. Next, the player must visit the
I'm
neighbor.
sitting here watching it. I'm literally listening to you, but I'm like, just go to the thing.
The player must visit the neighbor and greet a character on the second floor. It took the animal 19 hours and 10 minutes to do.
All right, let's pretend like the fish knows what it's doing, because it sure doesn't. It's just like, loves that quarter, by the way.
Oh my god! You see the foliage? You can't get that kind of foliage everywhere.
Right.
Sometimes you gotta stop and just smell the roses, you know?
Right. Ridiculous.
And finally, reaching the field where the player is finally able to catch their own Pokemon took the fish another 59 hours. Total gameplay to the time of actually beating this took over 3,000 hours. It was like over 120 days of just a fish swimming back. Oh, he's moving. Oh, he's on the move. Oh, this is big. He's over by the stairs, and then now he's walking away from the stairs, and then he's going back up.
You trying to make it to that cave? What is he doing?
No, the fish isn't trying to do anything. The fish is just swimming around.
The character, is it trying to make it to that cave? Is that a cave? Like, what is
I mean, there is a cave. He could go in there, or he could go up. We don't know. This is only 10 hours of the over 3,000 hours. You could go through, and if you just type in all those characters,
no,
and you just find this Mutakimara channel.
Sure.
If you search for Fish Plays Pokemon Ruby, I'm sure you'll be able to find. You'll be able to find the replay of this, and you could just sit there and just. So this is how you spend. If there's another shutdown of the country, you can just sit there and watch this until the country reopens. Your life will be better.
I will go back to watching marble rolling.
Marble
races.
Oh, marble. Okay, I thought you said Marvel. I was like, what? There's like the MCU or something?
No, marble races.
So yeah, goddamn fish.
Awesome.
Played Pokemon for that's how, like, you're just gonna waste your life playing Pokemon. The fish is kind of like bloop, bloop. You know what I'm saying? Blub blub, motherfucker. It's enough to make you want to blow up the world.
No doubt.
Okay, I guess we can keep it around for this one little bit because Alberta has become the first province to eliminate fees for addiction recovery programs.
Okay.
This is a huge step. There's a senior citizen, Brian Robinson, was looking at an $1,800 bill for a 45-day addiction recovery program, which his son thankfully was able to pay for him. He's been paying $1,200 a month for his old age security and Canadian pension plan benefits. But now the bill's going to go down to zero because there's been a major shift in the way the Alberta government is funding addictions recovery. The province has decided for the first time to eliminate fees for people to attend the 72 licensed publicly funded treatment centers in the province. The daily cost for room and board will be covered for everyone who does not have health insurance plans. And the Associate Minister of Mental Health and Addictions, Jason Lewin, said it's been the goal of his team since his party took office. He said that families shouldn't have to sell a vehicle or refinance a mortgage to pay for addiction treatment programs, saying that the cost of the programs was a huge hurdle that he really had on his mind to eliminate. He's also said it's, quite frankly, good economics because a 2018 report estimated substance use cost Alberta $5.5 billion in 2014 to pay for health services, police, court, and corrections cost, and in lost productivity. His staff calculated the cost of this program would only be $8.2 million a year, saying that every dollar invested in the prevention gets saved another $12 down the road. It's great to see someone taking addiction to such a serious level that they're willing to not make financial burden a hurdle for someone to try to just get over and going back to being like a productive member of society.
Yeah. Well, and treatment on its own, like if you can, like having a healthier populace and a healthier population has never been bad.
Yeah,
it's just never been a bad thing. Like, I don't know why it's such a difficult concept to be like, look, it's like, oh God, then this person dies and we got to train them to do a different job or whatever. All right, well then pay for them to be healthy and they'll continue with their job.
Mm-hmm.
You know, it's like if that's what you're doing, the bottom line is what you're looking for.
Yeah, if you want,
it pays to make sure everybody to feel better.
Yeah, that's
it's just good business.
The idea that corporations are like, oh, we could just replace someone, that's fine. It's like, well, wouldn't it make more sense? You don't have to spend all this money trying to train people. Like, if everyone's healthy, then no one's using sick days. And then people are at work more, so you get more shit done in better time periods.
If I was Amazon, like I'm Jeff Bezos, I go, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to start a thing.
Let yourself go.
What?
Wow, Jeff, you let yourself go.
That's right. When you're a billionaire, you do what you want. No, but I, every day is a cheat day. No, but yeah, if I was Jeff Bezos and I had billions and billions of dollars, I go, you know what? You work for me, you get free healthcare. And then you watch the productivity and you watch everything. Like, I mean, productivity alone of people not having to like leave their houses, like a lot of these things have gone up. Like people like the whole aspect about, they wanted for years to be like, let's let people work from home. And they're like, no, because then we can't watch them.
Yeah.
And it's like, they just like, for instance, like my dad, like, I can't imagine they're even going to bring him back to the office. Because
I don't think my dad's ever going to go back to the office either. He's been work from home for the most part for years now because of his health issues and my son's health issues. It just made more sense to work from home. And he's like, he gets all of his work done in like half the time, and he's more productive than people who are even in the office. And his boss is like, yeah, no, I don't give a shit. Yeah, work from home. You're awesome.
Yeah, my dad's like, and that's the thing. It's like, even if I was like, my dad goes, even if I was sick, like he woke up the other day with a cold, he's like, I didn't call it. I just said, you know what, I'm gonna fucking tough it out, and sit here in my office and just do what I'm doing, and I should be fine. So right there, if they're able to stay home. Plus, it's better for like the carbon footprint. It's better for your negative vehicle emissions right off the bat because he's not driving to the city. It's just they just need to, if they stopped and realized like that if they took like a fraction, like not all of their money, but a fraction of their money, and put it towards the health and well-being of their workers, their businesses would be better.
Absolutely.
It drives me nuts. But anyway,
so applaud to Alberta for really stepping up and realizing that there are better ways of taking care of people and not just fucking them over.
Yeah.
All right.
Well, that's going to do it for this week.
Yes, it is.
Where can they find us online?
You can find us individually on Twitter at Patrick Newsom42.
That's me.
At Hungry as a Bear. That's me. Follow the entire podcast at Stupid's Tweeting.
That's us.
Yeah, it is us. You can find the video version of our podcast on Facebook and YouTube by searching for Stupid's Talking Stupid. We got all these hot visual bits that go up on there. You definitely want to check it out. We do broadcast
hot visual bits.
Broadcasting live every Thursday at 4:00. Go ahead and make plans now. We will not be broadcasting on Thanksgiving. So if you need to, I don't know, pick some of your favorite episodes and just make a little playlist to listen to that day to help get you through the day. Because we're gonna be with our families, so you gotta be stuck with yours, but you can at least have a headphone in and listen to our stupid. You can find the audio version of the podcast on Spotify, iTunes, iHeartRadio, and all kind of podcasting apps. Just search for Stupid's Talking Stupid. We are the best result you're ever going to find. Yeah, you can find everything podcast the Stupid Talking Stupid related on our website, www.stupidstalkingstupid.com.
I was going to say, did we just have like 4 more episodes before we go on break?
3 more. This is episode 21 of the 21? Season.
Yeah. 20. So, wow. So, yeah, you guys start, we haven't figured out how long our break is going to go, but, you're going to miss us.
It's probably going to be...
I think until after New Year, right?
Yeah, just because it's going to be Christmas and then New Year's right in there. And
Christmas time.
There's going to be so much stuff going on. Oh, it's going to be a nightmare.
Yeah.
It's going to be a nightmare.
You got a whole season.
Because Christmas Eve is on Thursday, so we're not going to do it then. And then New Year's Eve is on Thursday. I'll be working like open to close probably. So realistically, we're only going to miss like 1 or 2 weeks.
Yeah.
And then we'll come back in the new year with all the stupid. Here's the thing: I'm still going to be collecting all the stupid stories. So you're not going to.
Don't you worry about it.
Yeah, you're not going to miss out on anything really.
No.
So that's going to do it for this week.
That's going to do it for this week. All right. Anyway, Bear's got pressing matters of state. So that's going to do it for this week. For Stupid's Talking Stupid, I'm Patrick.
And I'm Bear.
We'll talk to you later. Still says ray of light.
I can't change it now.